to Man UTD, full timeline as Red Devils strike it, fourth time lucky. Manchester United have won the chase to sign Benjamin Sesko, with an agreement finally struck. Benjamin Sesko is set to sign for Manchester United after a fee was agreed with RB Leipzig. The Red Devils have beaten competition from Newcastle. Sesko's move to United comes after a pursuit going back years. Let's look back at how a deal previously fell through. Manchester United back away from move. Manchester United were actively pursuing top young players around Europe in 2019, but the gambles did not pay off. The club spent a seven-figure fee on Monaco's Hannibal Mejbri and also acquired forward Mateo Mejia from Real Zaragoza. Both players left the club in 2024 permanently. The same summer, Manchester United backed away from an outlay on Benjamin Sesko, The Athletic later reported. It was claimed United have scouted Sesko since he was at Slovenian club Domžale. Then, in 2019, United viewed a $3 million, 2.5 mere 3.1 millimeter price as excessive. Sesko has instead developed into a far more expensive striker, arguably better for playing Bundesliga and Champions League football than had he gone into United's academy and a possible succession of loan moves amid an era of multiple changes in the first-team manager's dugout. From Manchester United's standpoint, failing to take the plunge on Benjamin Sesko years ago now feels like an expensive misstep. Back then, the promising young striker chose to sign for Red Bull Salzburg, with Christopher Vivell playing a key role in securing the deal for the Austrian. Outfit DAO 2022. Red Bull clubs price United out of a move. During Erik ten Hag's first summer in charge in 2022, Manchester United gave serious thought to signing Sesko. However, Red Bull Salzburg slapped a $55 million price tag on the teenager, a figure United felt was excessive. Their hesitation proved costly, as Salzburg later sold him to their sister club RB Leipzig for just $20 million. United stuck with Anthony Martial at the time, before eventually spending $64 million on Rasmus Hojlund the following summer. 2024. United show fresh interest, but Sesko stays put. 2 years later, United reignited their interest when Sesko hinted at leaving Leipzig. While several clubs were circling, the striker opted to extend his contract with the Bundesliga side. 2025. United finally get their man 6 years after first considering a move. Manchester United have finally won the race for Sesko. At the start of this transfer window, the Slovenian forward seemed destined for Arsenal, until the Gunners pulled out and went for Victor Gyökeres instead. United, who had been looking at Liam Delap early in the summer before he chose Chelsea, switched their attention back to Sesko. Newcastle United also pushed aggressively for his signature, even offering more money. But Sesko chose the Red Devils, drawn in by Ruben Amorim's new project and the chance to work again with Christopher Vivell, who has now signed him for the second time. Sesko wastes no time after agreement. Once Manchester United agreed a fee with RB Leipzig, around $66 million plus $7 million in easily achievable add-ons, bringing the total to $73 million, i.85 Barreters. Sesko made it clear he wanted the deal wrapped up immediately. The agreement was reached at about 3 p.m. on August the 7th, 2025. Within hours, a flight had been booked to take Sesko and his agent from Germany to England. They were spotted on board at 5:45 p.m. and landed in Manchester around 8 p.m. Fabrizio Romano revealed that Sesko had the option to wait until the next morning to travel, but flatly refused. His words to his agent and the club were simple: "I don't want to wait a single minute. Let's go now." Medical and unveiling plans. The 22-year-old will undergo his medical on Friday, with United aiming to unveil him at Old Trafford on Saturday, August 9th, ahead of their friendly against Fiorentina. While it's unlikely he'll feature in the match, the pace of development suggests nothing is entirely off the table. The irony of Sesko's urgency. It's almost poetic that Sesko is now racing to complete his transfer after years of carefully delaying his next career step. When United wanted him during his Salzburg days, he chose Leipzig to bridge the gap in his development. Even last summer, he turned down a move to spend one more year in Germany. Now, he believes the time is right, calling United a special club, and their vision a special project, and is determined to get the deal finalized without delay. Why United wanted him so badly? Since joining Leipzig 2 years ago, Sesko has scored 39 goals in 87 appearances. Standing tall, blessed with pace, and clinical in front of goal, he has the attributes to trouble Premier League defenses. His unwavering desire to join Manchester United has not gone unnoticed by club officials. For them, ambition and commitment matter as much as Champions League qualification. That shared vision has made this a transfer both parties were eager to complete, and now, finally, they have revealed Brighton's staggering 9-figure asking price for Manchester. United target Carlos Baleba could push Ruben Amorim's summer spending beyond $300 million. Brighton have reportedly slapped an eye-watering asking price on Manchester United's midfield target, Carlos Baleba. The Red Devils are said to have made initial contact with the Seagulls to discuss a possible deal for the 21-year-old this summer, though reaching an agreement looks challenging. Baleba enjoyed a strong 2024-25 season at Brighton, featuring 34 times in the Premier League and scoring 3 goals under Fabian Hürzeler's management. Meanwhile, Manchester United are closing in on their third major signing of the summer with a $74 million bid for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko, who has already agreed personal terms with the club. This latest bid would push Ruben Amorim's summer spending well beyond the $200 million mark, after bringing in Matthias Cunha, Bryan Mbeumo, and Diego Leon for a combined $134.5 million. If Brighton's valuation of Baleba holds, Amorim's summer expenditure could surpass an astonishing $300 million. The Cameroon international is valued at around $120 million, $104 million by Brighton. According to ESPN sources from The Athletic, suggest that a move for Baleba is highly unlikely unless Manchester United can generate a significant number of lucrative player sales before the transfer window shuts early next month. Baleba still has 3 years left on his contract at the Amex Stadium, with an option for an additional year. He is reportedly happy to remain with Brighton on the South Coast. Despite Ruben Amorim's swift actions to address last season's attacking issues, there remains a strong intent to strengthen the midfield as well. United's current midfield options include Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte, and Toby Collier, while Bruno Fernandes and Kobbie Mainoo can also operate centrally within Amorim's preferred 3-4-3 system. Baleba's football journey began locally with Futur Soccer FC and the École de Football de Brasserie du Cameroun Academy, where his talents first caught the attention of European scouts. He moved to Lille in January 2022, initially playing for their reserves before making his League One debut that August. In August 2023, Brighton signed him on a 5-year contract for approximately $25 million. Since then, he has appeared 61 times in the Premier League and was named Brighton's Player of the Season for 2024-25. Manchester United Transfer News Live. Benjamin Sesko arrives, Alejandro Garnacho update, and the latest on Carlos Baleba Manchester. Evening News is covering all the latest United transfer developments on Thursday, August 7th. As the Premier League season approaches, much focus remains on Manchester United's pursuit of RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. It appears United have taken the lead in the race for the forward, ahead of Newcastle United. In recent days, rumors have also linked United with Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba. Although contact has been made with Brighton, the club has downplayed the likelihood of a deal. United will finalize their preseason preparations on Saturday, hosting Italian side Fiorentina at Old Trafford. The match will mark the return of former goalkeeper David De Gea. Following that fixture, United will open their Premier League campaign against Arsenal at home. Rasmus Hojlund's commitment to Manchester United faces a test a week ago. Fresh from scoring in a pre-season friendly against Bournemouth and amid swirling Sesko transfer speculation, Rasmus Hojlund insisted he wanted to stay at Manchester United. Now that the Sesko deal has been agreed and the striker is arriving, for his medical, Hojlund's determination to remain is set to face increased pressure as interested clubs step up their pursuit. Latest on Rasmus Hojlund from Italy, Italian clubs Inter Milan, AC Milan, Roma, and Juventus have all expressed interest in Hojlund. So far, there have been no permanent offers. These Serie A clubs are reportedly only seeking loan deals. Manchester United, however, would prefer a permanent sale to strengthen their financial position. Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio reports that United have agreed to a loan deal with an option to buy for Hojlund. AC Milan currently lead the race to sign him, though the player's consent for a move has yet to be confirmed. Ongoing talks expected with Hojlund. Manchester United are open to offers, but are also holding discussions with Hojlund and his representatives. It will be interesting to see whether he features in Saturday's friendly against Fiorentina. Sesko is expected to be unveiled on the same day, but is unlikely to play so soon. United took a cautious approach with Bryan Mbeumo during the U.S. tour, only fielding him in the final game. While United are receptive to transfer offers, Hojlund has not been sidelined in the way Alejandro Garnacho and Jadon Sancho have.